Hey guys, welcome back to the Big Canoe Earth Sign channel. It's June 1st, 2024, and today we are going to be hiking High Gap Park, which is also known as Joe's Trails. It was created by a man named Joe Tipton. It's the newest park in Big Canoe, and it was just launched in 2019. Super excited about this one. We have never hiked all of Joe's trails before, so we'll be learning right along with you today. And of course we have Migo, our guide, and just a note on where to park. If you put Wildcat Parkway in your GPS and just stay on Wildcat Parkway and cross Blazing Star Trail, you will actually see some parking over here. And it looks like there's room for maybe 5 or 6 cars. So yeah, there's parking for Joe's Trails. Also something we just learned. Okay, so you can see where we are with the red marker. We are going to start off on a trail called White Trail, and then we will get onto the red trail, the yellow trail, the purple trail. We'll do a purple trail, looks like a loop, come back around through the yellow. Then we're going to get onto this blue trail and come back around. So assuming that all of the mileage markers are correct, it looks like it's going to be about a 3-mile hike. We have water, we have snacks. We are really excited about this. Hopefully we'll see some birds. A hooded warbler maybe. Hopefully we'll see some flowers. It is summertime here, and so hopefully we'll see some nice flowers. And actually they've given us a challenge. See if you can find all 15 birdhouses on your hike. That is so much fun. And it looks like Joe Tipton also made some really nice benches for us to check out, and the bridges. Cool. Oh, you know what? I think we saw one of these. We saw one of Joe's benches on a prior hike over at, looks like maybe Indian Mounds Park. I wonder if that's the same designer. Cool. All right, so if you want to read any more of this at home, just go ahead and hit pause, and then you can zoom in at home. And of course, bear safety. They have some guides over here. I'm hoping we don't see a bear today. We shall see. We'll be back when we have more. Go ahead and get started on the White Trail. There we go. Okay, so we're on the White Trail. We know it's the White Trail because of the White Trail markers, which is so helpful. We are at High Gap Park today, hoping to do the entire High Gap Park. It's a 3-mile hike, and we brought supplies. And it's a nice cool morning here today. Partly cloudy, it's in the 70s, so really a gorgeous day to go for a hike. Migo's ready too. So not too far into the White Trail, we already have a decision to make. There's some nice trail markers here. We're staying on High Gap today, but you can also get to Wildcat Park, and it goes this way, and that takes you onto an orange trail over here. And it's nice they have a sign for the parking, which will take you back to where we just came from. And there's those nice stone stairs there. But right now we're going to stay on the White Trail, and this is really a lovely trail. There's some really nice markers. I mean, it is really well designed and cleared, and it's very obvious where you should be going. Even as we look backwards, there's white tree markers all along the way. So far, I'm just loving this. I'm sure it's going to be great all throughout. Everyone is talking about Joe's Trails really since they launched in 2019. Okay, so we're coming up to more white tree markers and then some more signage. So we have another decision to make here. Okay, great. So we're on High Gap. We want to stay on High Gap. If we want to stay on White, we turn right. If we want to get onto Blue, we go this way. And so, I mean, either way is going to be great. At this point, I think we're going to stay on White, because that should take us all the way up to Red. And then maybe on the way back, we're going to take Blue. So we're going to stay on White right now. I can hear water off in the distance. So we may get to see some running water up ahead. Looks like there's also a really nice footpath, which we always appreciate. Multiple footpaths, and of course we see those white tree markers, so we know we're on White. We've also cut a fallen tree down, and then there's some really beautiful moss on top already. Try to get the trees down to the ground so that they can decompose when they fall. Okay, great. And then right up ahead, there's another little footpath Eagle loves. There is a little stream up here. How lovely. Eagle loves water. And there's a nice bridge right up ahead too, which we'll also take in a moment. This is really quite amazing. So these trees have obviously been cut back so that we could have this nice trail here. But look at how awesome those tree trunks continue to, they survived, and I've never seen anything like this. And they're still tall and beautiful and healthy. It's really amazing. And then you can see the other side of the tree as well. Those trees continue to survive too. Really cool. All right, so we're on White Trail, and we're gonna cross over this little bridge, which is really in great condition. Okay, now we see some more signs. This is, if we want to see Black Bear Point. Do we want to? Hopefully we don't see an actual black bear, but they're out, so we could maybe see one. And then we're going to get back onto the High Gap White Trail. But okay, let's go check out Black Bear Point. We'll be back when we have more. We are hiking up to Black Bear Point right now. It's a very pretty trail. I don't really see it on the guide, so I'm not sure how long it is. When we've seen these splintered trails before like this, they're usually not very long. So I'm hoping that this one is not going to be too long, only because we know that we're in for about 3 miles today, and it's going to be one of our longer hikes. But it's really lovely. I'm happy we're doing this. I love the ferns. Still on Black Bear Point. Some good elevation here. Trail's pretty narrow, but there's some spider webs out here too, which tells me this might not be a heavily trafficked trail. Once again, we have not seen anyone. We didn't see anyone hiking yesterday either. but maybe we will see people as we continue on our trail today. Really, the goal of creating this YouTube channel was to encourage people living or visiting Big Canoe to take advantage of these amazing trails. And we want people to just feel more confident that they can just pick up the guide and start out hiking. I'm a little winded because this is actually a pretty good incline here. All right, and so Black Bear Point takes you up to a road. Okay, and there's a home. And that's it. It just looks like it dead ends into a road. So now you know, if you want to get an all out, take Black Bear Point. Okay, we're coming back down from Black Bear Point. Migo is doing a great job guiding us today. And we're going to get back on our white trail at High Gap Park. Okay, coming down from Black Bear Point, we're going to rejoin our white trail and head straight. Okay, so on White Trail, we see one of Joe's benches and a really beautiful waterfall. Migo, of course, loves the water. This is lovely. I'm just keeping an eye out for snakes. We've been so lucky we've never seen a snake, and we never plan on seeing one. I don't really particularly like them, but they're here, so I keep an eye out. So on White Trail, we see another little stairwell built into the side of this ridge. Another beautiful waterfall, and another great place to sit. Migo loves this trail, so do I. This is awesome. So well done. Again, we are at High Gap Park today, also known as Joe's Trails, and we are on the White Trail. Okay, so I think we are coming to the end of the White Trail. I'm not really sure. There is a bridge here. I don't see any trail markers other than I know if we go in that direction, we'll stay on white because of that white tree marker. This is the only part of the trail so far that has not been marked. And we see this bridge, so it's very inviting. There's also another bench. We've seen the benches. We're not seeing a lot of the bird feeders, and we've been looking for them, so they must be really well concealed, which I'm sure the birds appreciate. I am not really sure where this trail is taking us, and I don't see any trail markers over here. So as curious as I am to take this, I think we're going to just turn back and stay on the White Trail for today. Okay, so we did just wrap up White Trail. We see a trail marker for the Red Trail, and we also see that we could go that way for white trail. So it's telling me that if we had kept walking a few moments ago, we might have just stayed on the white trail, and it might have just been a loop. Maybe we'll take that way when we come down. But there were no markers back there, so that might be an area too. If that is another way to go on white trail, just add some markers over there. But now we see red going that direction and red going in that direction. So we're gonna make a decision, and it's probably a loop, probably another loop. And I dropped my guide, and Migo is jumping all around. So I'm gonna grab my guide. There also appears to be a rock mound here to greet us, which is very nice. Okay, so yeah, the red trail is actually a loop, and so you can really go either direction. We're gonna stay to the right, and then we're going to get on yellow. We'll stay to the right again, and then purple, and we'll stay to the right again. Migo is really loving this hike. He has a lot of energy this morning. He's hopping all around. He's really enjoying himself. There must be a lot of good smells up here. Okay, so we're on Red Trail. Red Trail is coded as hard in the official Big Canoe Trails and Parks Guide. And there is some incline here for sure. It's also kind of a narrow trail, and it's rocky, and there's some roots. So for sure wear your hiking boots on this one, and give yourself some time because you might want to stop periodically, but I can see why this is coded as hard. I would put this as like at the level of Mansi Womack when you start to get up to the top. It gets pretty narrow and steep, but it's beautiful up here. It's very peaceful. On the Red Trail, just after a pretty steep incline, there are these nice tree trunks here to use as benches, which we may stop and have a little water and a snack. Okay, so Red Trail has some incline and it's a great workout for your legs. It's great cardio. Wow. Okay, there's some nice steps carved into this ridge, and they have switchbacks, which are very helpful so that you can catch your breath. Okay, we've come to the end of one side of the Red Trail, and we see that we can get onto the Yellow Trail from here. If we look back at our guide, we ultimately are just going to do one big loop throughout all the colors, but we are going to just go ahead and get on yellow and then purple, loop back around, take yellow back, and then get on blue. So we're going to turn right here and join the Yellow Trail. It's really pretty up here. I think red might be like the top. And we can see red is up there. Now we're coming down. I'm not sure what purple has in store for us. Purple is actually, it's also a hard trail like red, so we may be going up again. Have another opportunity to get some cardio in. Okay, so we see more trail markers. Over here we have a chance to get on purple, which we're going to do. We can also turn left and stay on yellow. We're going to come back down that way. So right now we'll just go ahead and get on the purple trail, which is half of a mile, and it's coded as hard. So we'll see. Okay, so I can confirm purple does deserve that hard designation. Pretty good incline on this trail, but we just ran into fool's gold. I always like to point it out. It's so much fun to find it in the wild. Here it is again. I'm not sure if you can really see it at home, but super fun to see that, and we're making good progress on purple. Migo just got tangled up. This is what the purple trail looks like. It's narrow and steep and rocky. So if you like challenges, take the purple trail. But this is a great workout. We're out here in the morning, so it's not that hot. I would recommend in the summer, come out here in the morning before it gets too hot and humid. And again, we haven't seen anyone or any dogs. We've seen a bunch of squirrels and some butterflies, but that's about it. Really peaceful day out here in Big Canoe, Georgia. Okay, now we're coming down purple. It's pretty steep on the decline. And we've got our famous red dirt beneath our feet. Still on purple trail. I'm going to come down here and rejoin the yellow trail. Again, we've got these switchbacks. Part of High Gap Park, also known as Joe's Trails. Haven't really seen a lot of flowers out here. It's very green though, which is great. The trails are clearly marked and cleared out for us. Just a really nice park. Great hike. Okay, we just finished purple. Now we see a sign to rejoin yellow, and we're going to go to the right this time. Come on, Migo. Migo is really loving this hike. I've carried him a few times on the inclines on both red and purple, and he needed a little break, but he's doing great. Typically Migo is good for 2 miles. On this one is a little longer, so I'm going to probably end up carrying him for a mile. Just a friendly note for our dog friends, if they ever stop, like they're done, don't make them keep going. If they're small, pick them up and carry them. I think it might be a little different for large dogs. You know your dog's limits, but certainly there's nothing wrong with picking up and carrying your small dog on a long hike. And it's actually an extra workout. Migo weighs 15 pounds. So when I carry him, I'm just imagining I'm carrying a 15-pound dumbbell, and it's good core workout also. So now we're on yellow, kind of coming back down, and we're going to rejoin. I hear something off in the distance. It's just a squirrel. We're going to rejoin blue at the end of yellow. Beautiful little stone bench on the yellow trail. And these nice stone markers overlooking this nice little meditation pool. Okay, we're coming to the end of the yellow trail, and we have a chance to get on the blue trail, so we're going to turn this way. Also to note, over here you can get back on the white trail, and there's a sign pointing you to yellow. So we just wrapped up yellow. We're going to go ahead and get on blue. And the blue trail is going to be one of our last legs of High Gap Park. Okay, we're coming down from High Gap Park on the blue trail. Nice little stream here. Blue trail is coded as easy, and I would agree it's pretty easy. May just want to wear some hiking boots on this one because I can see how it could get muddy. Really beautiful bridge, thoughtfully made using tree trunks. Pretty waterfall. Another nice bench that Joe made. Thank you, Joe. And okay, we have another sign here to the Wildcat Drive picnic area. Let's go check it out. We're heading over to the Wildcat Drive picnic area. Have these nice footbridges here. Forward to seeing, okay, you can kind of go in either direction, but I did notice that there's some picnic tables over here, so we're gonna go this way. This is the Wildcat Drive picnic area on the Blue Trail at High Gap Park. It's right next to a little stream. It's so pretty. And how thoughtful. They've included a little room so that you can dust off the table. Very nice touch. Nico wants to have a picnic. Coming back from the Wildcat picnic area, there's a sign. You can actually go to Wildcat Drive if you go down this path. We're going to get back on our Blue Trail and head back to the High Gap Park parking area. Another view of this pretty waterfall. We're on the Blue Trail at High Gap, and just coming down we see some very clear signage here and also some really nice stairs telling us we're still on Blue. Blue Trail is really nice. I think it's really for all fitness levels. It's coded as easy. It is easy. And it looks like I hear some water. Up ahead is a bench that Joe made and apparently donated to this wonderful park. And wow, this is great. Look at the view. A great place to meditate, reflect. So we just wrapped up Blue, and now we are back on the White Trail. And we know that also because we see the tree markers have changed to white. And we're gonna wrap up. We actually did see a couple of people. Saw a total of 4 people today. And Nico really enjoyed this hike. We stopped for water a few times. We had a protein bar. Enjoyed the beautiful bird sounds and water sounds. One of our favorite new hikes in Big Canoe. And we come back down to this signage. We know to take the sign for parking, but you can also turn this way, and there's some orange tree markers over there that takes you to Wildcat Drive, and it's 0.2 miles. Migo is ready to go. I am too. We've had a great time out here. I can see the parking lot is just right up ahead. I'll go ahead and include the steps and distance at the end of the video. We hope that you are enjoying the Big Canoe Trails and Parks Guide. We are almost done with the guide, and we're very happy. We're on the back page of the guide, and let's see, next we are going to hike McDaniels Meadows Park and then Wildcat Park, and we are done with the guide. McDaniel Meadows Park will be one hike, and then Wildcat Park is probably going to be two separate hikes. And then what I thought we would do is hike all of the golf courses. There's 3 courses here: Creek, Cherokee, and Choctaw. And you can check on X every morning, Big Canoe course conditions, and they'll post whether you can walk on a course. So after we hike the guide, we're going to hike all the courses, and you'll get a glimpse of all of the beautiful golf courses here too. So enjoy and have fun out there.